Welcome to day number 4. I hope you realize how much we have gone. I hope you've went back. I hope you've subscribed. I hope you have shared, and I hope you have liked. If you haven't, take a pause. Let's go back, do that, come back, and then we can continue. As simple as that. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is iRock, and welcome to the intellectual relations of consciousness. Yep, and like that, we are back. Day number 4, Epilepsy Week 2024. Question, right? Today I'm gonna take questions. So I've been asking people to send me like questions, and if you still have a question, tomorrow is the last day. Who knows? I might answer it, I might not, depending on the time that I'm being given. And tell me on the comment, should I continue and make more of these? Were these helpful? Were these not? Tell me, what do you think about epilepsy and Epilepsy Week? Should there be more things done, like in terms of our media? Should there be more things done about spreading awareness on what is epilepsy and epilepsy awareness? So yes, let's start with question number 1, and I've been saying this for the whole week. What is epilepsy? Epilepsy is the repetition of seizures. Repetition of seizures that you have. So one seizure might not be epilepsy. 2 or more seizures, most likely to be epilepsy. But you cannot just look at a person having a seizure and say this person is having epilepsy. They're having seizures, not epilepsy. Wait for the medical practitioner to say, yes, this person has epilepsy. Do not self-diagnose yourself and say, I have epilepsy, unless a medical professional says that you are having epilepsy, meaning that they can see epilepsy in your body. So now, question number 1, can epilepsy be prevented? I wonder how. Yesterday I shared a video about what causes, right? The causes. So I'm really not sure to say, how do you think epilepsy can be prevented? But yep, given a chance, there is nothing much you can do about preventing epilepsy. Many cases are out of our control and are unpreventable. You cannot, as much as you can be a good driver, you are not the only one driving. So there might be someone who's driving bad, and yeah, they might just be the ones causing an accident. So you can never ever be 100% sure about like preventing epilepsy or preventing that accident from happening. Now, second thing, which is very painful, and unfortunately the answer is no. Question is there any cure for epilepsy? Scientifically, no. And now people wanted to say, so if scientifically no, then there are other alternatives, and I don't know. But there isn't any cure for epilepsy as far as I know. It's chronic, meaning you'll live with it for the rest of your life. Unfortunately, yes, it's just like that. But on the other hand, it can still be maintained. So you can go for even years without epilepsy, or an epileptic seizure rather. So you can go for even years and years without having that. Question number 3, will I always have seizures? So about, say, 70% of like people become seizure free through treatment. So you might not get a seizure, but chances are very, 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 very slim. So you need to be careful of what you take in. You need to take your medication. You need to have a proper diet. You need to be drug free, alcohol free. So there's just a lot of things that you need to do. You need to keep healthy. In simple terms, just keep healthy. And that's how we know that you can actually be on like a greater chances of you not having any seizures anytime soon. Another question would be, oh, what are the life-threatening complications of epilepsy? I will start by saying RIP to everyone who has lost their lives due to that. And reason why I'm saying this is I've been saying that epilepsy is actually deadly. So the complication which is like the most not known of, because we take things lightly rather, it's the sudden unexplainable death in epilepsy. And one might be asking to say, how is this possible? So other people, after having an epilepsy, they'll want to vomit, throw up, and if they are having a seizure and they are unattended, they can actually swallow their vomit. Now that blocks your airway or your air pipe, and you suffocate till death. Yeah. So that's one of the most unexplainable things on how that person died. But yeah. So it's just like that. And I heard this, that if you are living with epilepsy or you are living with someone living with epilepsy, that person either cannot sleep alone or cannot stay alone, or they'll always have to open their bedroom door even when they are sleeping. And you also have to open yours too. Reason is they might have a seizure whilst they are sleeping, and that can lead into death. So how does that happen? It's because when you're sleeping, you're not sleeping in your recovery position. And whenever a person is having a seizure, they need to be put in a recovery position. That recovery position is the one that's gonna help you to open up your airway. If you want to throw up, it becomes simple. And it also like allows airflow or also blood flow in your body. And if you are left unattended, yeah, that can be a serious medical issue that can lead into death. And how can I manage my seizures? So first thing is avoid excessive alcohol intake. Avoid drugs, avoid caffeine, avoid stressing, exercise regularly. Exercise is very important. To exercise is very important. And also sleep, rest, sleep, and proper and enough sleep. Take your medication regularly and eat healthy. One of the things I didn't mention yesterday was diet. Now, diet is also something that can help you in managing your epilepsy. That can also come into a really help for you. Then open up, talk about it to people who just came in your life. Talk about it so that they know what to do. If you don't know how, then this video is for you. Then you know that it will help with that. And then also identify your triggers. Remember we spoke about triggers. Identify your triggers and know how to prevent them. So things that trigger you into having a seizure, avoid them. Even if it's people, you can avoid them too. Even if it's situations, you can avoid them too. So try by all means to avoid any of the seizures and open up. Tell your healthcare provider that you are having epilepsy, you had a seizure, and this is what happened. Talk about it to also your healthcare provider. And also, very importantly, which is the last thing I'm going to say for today, is talk about other medication that you are consuming or that you've consumed. Even if it's like small things like paracetamols, tell your healthcare provider about that. Even if it's like your medication that can like they call them over counters. So you should always be careful of what goes in your body due to that. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again. Thank you for sharing, thank you for subscribing, and thank you for commenting. Thank you for spreading awareness, and remember that every day can also become an epilepsy day. So just to show love and to spread love, spread the awareness. And epilepsy is real and epilepsy is deadly. My name is iRock, and this is the Intellectual Relations of Consciousness. Signing out. Peace.